What one symbol could you do that everybody on Earth would understand?
I sit on the toilet sometimes.
When you have this condition, unfortunately, it just means that you cannot be around children. I've been into a lot of confrontations with swans in my life.
Well, did you know that the Spinosaurus has actually got fins and talons?
That's not normal.
The Spinosaurus was known to be mainly aquatic.
Toaster. Toast. T-Rex. Can we
Uncomfortable.
talk about this?
We probably can't talk about this. Do you want to go on to Chinese people? This week's topics, Brandon, of Oldposts include swans, Chinese people, letters, velociraptors, PDF files,
Good Lord.
Dennis the Menace, and symbols.
Symbols? How long have we got?
Which one do you want to choose first?
Well, let's avoid PDF files to start off with, because monetization and things. Let's go velociraptors.
Did you know there's a dinosaur called a fuck you raptor?
Just said about that. A fuck you raptor.
A fuck you raptor. The reason I've got this,
Just walking around. Or
I've got this down is, have you seen an account on TikTok called Cryptic Conservatory?
no, you said about this the other day and I hadn't seen it.
You have to watch it. Cryptic Conservatory is a channel dedicated to purely AI content.
Right.
This AI content is solely prehistoric creatures. And it's like POVs of you going to the zoo, and the zoo has dinosaurs in the enclosures.
I love that.
Then it's got little tanks with tiny little dinosaurs interacting. This is real. It's real life.
Because it's so good.
Yes.
I love that. That's what AI should be used for.
We are so close, Bran.
Is it educational? Or is it more to be like fun and crazy cats and...
I think it's trying to be realistic, but I think it's an artistic venture.
Side note, have you seen on YouTube, my YouTube history? We share a YouTube channel because I pay for premium and he always laughs at my stuff. Have you ever seen me watching Pokemon in real life? Where people make David Attenborough style documentaries on the life cycle of a Bulbasaur.
That's class.
It's awesome. And they did one the other day, it was like 45 minutes long. Click.
We are so close to... You imagine this in VR. Going around dinosaur zoos or Pokemon worlds in VR. We're so close.
Is that too much to ask? That's all we want. Everything's about war and politics. I just want to explore Kanto in VR.
Yeah.
And maybe play it in VR.
Pallet Town.
Imagine,
Surfing over to Pallet Town.
yeah, just walking through grass and a Pidgey pops up and Professor Oak won't leave you alone.
That'd be cool. And Bill, you get to punch Bill maybe.
Quite like Professor Oak to follow me.
Yeah, he seems safe.
You're a dinosaur guy.
I'm a big dinosaur guy.
Yeah. What's your favourite dinosaur?
That is a good question. Because it does depend on depictions. Because you look back and you look at the early iguanodons from years gone by, that's not a cool dinosaur. But then the Walking with Dinosaurs iguanodon was really cool. Same goes for the Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is ugly until 2003, Jurassic Park 3 comes out, and the Spinosaurus is this genetically modified, awesome dinosaur, and it's huge.
Doesn't one of them have, like, something... One of them has something weird. Like, a Spinosaurus has something weird.
It's like a sail.
Yeah, no, I know that. But, like, something like weird... like half fins on land. One of them does.
Well, the Spinosaurus was known to be mainly aquatic. So
that's it.
Yeah, the depiction in Jurassic Park 3 was a land predator. However, the one in real life probably spent most of its time eating fish in the rivers.
I know where I know that bit from, that it's got like mini fins for swimming in. And it's this, bless him, don't know the TikTok handle. It's this like 30-year-old guy that looks like an 9-year-old. And he's always like,
I've
Hello.
seen him.
Yeah, really nice guy, lovely, and I love watching him. And his mum's fantastic, and I can't remember what condition he's got. She's like,
Well, did you know that the Spinosaurus has actually got fins and talons and...
and I watch him, and I'm half watching it because it's not entertaining, wrong word. It's different seeing someone with a different condition and endearing, but he's really educational, and I like watching him.
Yeah. Any dinosaur content I think is great. Do you want to get onto another topic, because we've got a lot of topics to cover?
Yeah.
Which one do you want next?
Let us know your favourite dinosaur in the comments.
What's the next topic?
Dennis the Menace, I think.
All right, got a belting Dennis the Menace fact for you. Do you know it?
Hello, Pothesh. Oh, Pothesh.
Is it anything to do with that?
No, not really.
Dennis the Menace fact. Is it about Nasher?
No. In 1951, in the United States, someone concocted the idea of Dennis the Menace, the character. They created this character. They started a whole show called Dennis the Menace. At the same time, the exact same time, in the UK, someone also was concocting an idea of Dennis the Menace.
No.
There is a UK version of Dennis the Menace and a US version of Dennis the Menace. Neither could be copyrighted because it was proven that they both came up with the idea at the exact same time. Dennis the Menace in the UK has black hair and he's got a red and black striped shirt. Dennis the Menace in the US has blonde hair and wears overalls.
Wait, we know the
UK one,
version.
but I also have seen Dennis the Menace, the US version, before. And I thought, well, they're just copying.
Dennis the Menace is black curly hair with a red and black
And he's
top.
got Nasher.
Yeah, there's no... Also, 1950s, there is... Unless you were an Irishman trying to emigrate to New York, there's not really a crossover with...
1951, no, and like you think about communication, how you would get that across.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it was proven that both of them simultaneously but completely separately came up with the idea of Dennis the Menace.
That is living proof that we're in a simulation.
You think?
It has to be. Because I often think there should be a website, new business idea, stay with me. You create a website where you can type in what you're thinking at that very moment, and anyone else that it's got the whole world attached to it, and someone else might type something and it'll match you with that person, or at least give you information
that's
where
awesome.
it was.
Think about a sentence right now that you think is completely unique. Come up with one on the spot. Go.
Jimmy Greaves is the best player ever.
Okay, well, that's fairly... But imagine typing that in and
Why
then
did that come into my mind?
3 other people...
Yeah,
have
I'm
all-
thinking like you just, or even when we get to the fact that like Elon Musk is trying to plant neurochips into our brains and stuff, and it can automatically upload what you're thinking. Very dangerous.
Yes.
But if it was just for that purpose,
That would be awesome. I'd
you're
love
just
to see
having
who else is
random
thinking like
thoughts,
me.
and then someone just goes, ding. Someone has said the exact same sentence as you in Mumbai, and you're like, what? What are they thinking about that for?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Good idea.
Thanks.
You're full of ideas lately.
I am.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy, though, Dennis the Menace. How crazy is that? On that topic, you say it's a proof of simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got any other real-life proofs of simulation where you've gone, no, it's not real?
Yeah, coincidences in general. If there's more than... If there's 2 a day, you're stuffed. If you've got 2 coincidences a day, and I'm talking about when you say the word pork and the random TV show or Netflix show that's in the background that has nothing to do, couldn't possibly have anything to do with pork because it's not a cooking show, and it just says it within a second of you saying it, that is not right.
It's happening a lot lately, isn't it?
Because the maths and the probability of you thinking that topic or having a conversation with someone and you talk about that at the same time that a completely separate event has also timed itself to say that at the same time, the probability percentage would be so low. So for that to happen once, you're like, God, that was weird. If that happens twice in a day, which has happened to us multiple times over the past couple of weeks,
Yeah.
impossible. It's impossible. And so there's no way that that's not a glitch in some sort of simulation where it's either trying to tell you something, like something's going to happen soon, or It's just where, like songs get recycled and people just, there's no songs left to make. So they just sample other things. That's what it feels like, that we're just going through the motions.
Yeah.
And also deja vu. How?
You ever woken up, had a dream about something, and then someone's also told you about their dream and it's the same thing?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah. And I mean, I created an Adele song.
No, that was me.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, mine was.
Yeah.
Yours was Adele.
I wrote Someone Like You before Adele. I did.
I believe you.
And you wrote Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, I thought you wrote Jamiroquai's song.
It was Jamiroquai.
I know you better than you know you.
Yeah, it was Jamiroquai. I mean, the other thing is my stepdad always used to listen to Jamiroquai, so I could have easily got that mixed up. And I've also told stories to people unknowingly to me that it was just a dream. I've already told them the story, but I'm now telling it as fact, and they've called me out on it, and I look really silly because I'm so convinced that it was real. But deja vu, when you're just doing something completely mundane, like you're going to Tesco, but the way you're walking and the cars and the order that they're coming and what you see, and you go, I've done this before. That's not normal.
Yeah.
Because it's not just, oh, I could have done this before. Yeah, I go to Tesco all the time. It's that exact moment replayed over again. That to me, really deep, that to me is this like multiverse theory, that there's a crossover.
Oh, I was telling someone the other night about a theory that I've had, and it turns out it's a real theory. I've had this theory for a long time where I believe that you can never die.
Don't.
Right?
Don't.
Hear me out on it.
No, you don't need to, because I've got the same theory.
When you don't know what I'm going to say.
I do.
When you die.
Okay, wait. Oh my God. No, let me tell you what my theory is, and if it's the same as yours, then because I don't know this.
Okay.
Every day that we're living in this current universe, right? There are multiple opportunities and scenarios where we have already died or we could die. But your life is just where you then die, but instantly skip to a universe where you're not dead, and then you carry on living that life. And so we may have died in a car crash, but the universe where we haven't died in that car crash, we then just carry on.
Yeah, so your soul jumps through each dimension that was one that you survived in.
Yes.
And my theory is that you'll get all the way up to really old age, but because of the time that we've been born, and I think we're the only people who've ever been born.
Out of context, Al.
Hear me out.
Oh, okay.
We're the only people that have ever existed.
So
not just me, you and everyone else as well. I know you want to jump in. There is a timeline that only exists while we're alive. Everything else before it is just history and pre-written into the script. Right now is the only time that's ever existed. We will keep jumping into dimensions where we survived until we reach old age, but by the time we've reached there, because of technology, and we're living in this timeline, someone will have invented reversed aging, and we'll then live forever. So our lifetimes, our consciousness is infinite because we happened to be in this timeline.
I also think that nothing bad can ever happen to me. I also think
that's mental.
I also think that every like when you hear on the news something really tragic has happened, and I'm setting myself up for something really bad to happen to me, but I always think like, I don't think that'll ever happen. And
you
every
never
time,
think it until it happens to you.
Of course, and that's probably what that's about. But it's like, if I'm ever in an absolute shit state financially, something crops up, something comes up and just goes, there you are. It's like I sit on the toilet sometimes when I've been really skin, and I think, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I've got this to do. I've got that to do. And then all of a sudden, like an opportunity will come to me. And the more I speak out loud, the more I think I believe in God. Anyway.
I believe, and hey, here's one on religion very quickly. That's completely unique. I didn't expect that to happen today.
I thought I'd keep it a secret from you. This is Simon.
All right, you know I'm allergic to cats, right?
I don't know if it's real. It has got a base. And this is Abel Seaman's cat, Simon. He was badly wounded in April 1949 when the Royal Navy...
It's a real cat!
I don't know. It can't be the only one created, can it? It was auctioned in 1993 and was bought by the Eaton Film Company for £23,000. This product is not designed or intended as a toy.
Brandon, you brought a dead cat into the studio.
Yeah, because it's the hero of the HMS Amethyst. Why wouldn't I? Look how real he is. Look at him.
Yeah, okay, I get it. It's really real.
Feels real as well.
No, I'm not touching it. I'm allergic.
So he's going to stay for the rest of the episode.
I've completely lost where I was. Right. New topic. Which one do you want to talk about?
What we got?
We got... Do you want to go swans?
Yeah. Do you want Simon to stay there?
He's making me uncomfortable.
How weird is that?
But
because
it's very weird, Bran.
But because he's there, everything feels different now.
Yeah, it certainly does. Yeah, leave him there, by all means. Stop stroking the dead cat.
Swans.
Swans take the piss.
Swans are gross, mate. How are they considered, like, regal?
No, my problem with swans is people have treated swans like they are the shit for so long. They've given them too much respect, and as a result of that respect, these swans think they can think of the phrase, they just swan up to you. Yeah. They walk up to you with the confidence of a bigger bird, and that pisses me off. When has a swan ever broken anyone's arm? Why do I always hear that swans always break your arm and they're capable of it? They're flimsy. They're birds. Birds by nature are designed to be lightweight, brittle. If you think you can't take a swan in a fight, fuck you. Swans are brittle, weak idiots with the arrogance of a bigger bird. They act like they're ostriches, and it pisses me off.
I was going to say that. They do. When has any bird ever, bar maybe the bold American eagle, that's just a land animal that really just swans about, when has any bird ever not been scared of something bigger than it?
Yeah, good point.
But those things...
This is what I mean.
They will antagonise you.
Yes, they've got the arrogance of a bigger bird. They act like they think they're lions the way they act. They walk up to you. I've been into a lot of confrontations with swans in my life.
And I was about to say, I know usually where that is.
A golf course.
And why? I know there's bodies of water on golf courses. But why do they take over them as if they own it? They don't pay any rent. They just get to use the golf club's facilities.
And oh my gosh, if you hurt them, my word.
Not even hurt them.
You'll go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
So they've got the government on their side.
Are they plants?
Yeah. People always say pigeons are government spies. I think swans take the piss, mate.
Swans are like government bouncers.
Nobody's ever had their arm broken by a swan.
I'm sure they have. But also...
How?
Well,
you want to watch those swans? They'll break your arm. How?
Giraffe. I imagine imagine a swan fighting.
Think about what a swan's made of. They're built to fly, Brand. They can't be heavy. They can't carry any power. They're idiots.
And they're really white.
No.
Like bright white.
They're beautiful.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're stunning animals.
No, they're not.
I think they are.
They're not.
They
That's
think
propaganda.
they're better than they are.
We've been taught. They get you. People will go out of their way to make origami of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They don't deserve that.
They've had the best. Swans have had the best PR of any animal ever.
Actually, swans are very regal because everyone looks up to them for absolutely fucking no reason.
A perfect example of where the government and the UK is, that we look up to figures that would do fuck all for us and would shit on us the moment they could.
They're so protected, but if you get done by a swan,
where's my protection?
Yeah, they don't go to jail.
If a swan attacked you and you fought back and killed it, guess where you're going, buddy? Prison.
But if the swan kills me,
he ain't going to prison. He's just going back to the lake to swan around.
And tell all of his swan mates that he's a murderer, and they celebrate.
They believe their own hype, and that's my issue with swans. So yeah, I want to.
I like that.
Swans.
Good
okay.
topic.
What
If you've ever had your arm broken by a swan,
nobody has. It's absolute PR nonsense.
come on, let's get it out of the way.
Okay, which one?
You know one. You know which.
PDF files.
Yeah.
Oh, can I? Right. Okay. This is mad, and this makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Can we talk about this?
We probably can't talk about this, but it makes me feel uncomfortable enough that I wanted to mention it.
If we can, I'll dip out of the conversation.
There is a large portion of people, a larger portion that I ever knew existed on TikTok, who are talking about their PDF file thoughts. And what they are called is intrusive thoughts, but it's a severe condition. Mm-hmm. And I cannot believe that there is such a large amount of them that are in professions around children. They're teachers talking about their thoughts, and I don't blame them for it. I didn't realize it is a genuine condition, but they have intrusive thoughts that plague them daily that are related to bad things. And those are the people that are looking after your kids. Now, I don't think that they should be punished for them. However, would you then put them in charge of children? Maybe seek a different profession.
Yeah, I think that. So I've seen.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, and there was a fairly big article. And bless her. I say bless her loosely because I've got kids of my own, and obviously with someone who's got what I would describe as a normal brain that. It not repulses me, it makes me want to murder people. That if the police are watching, an intrusive thought, that anything to do with harming children, anything makes me beyond mad. But I saw this article of this girl that for 10 years as a teenager has been having these intrusive thoughts, has never acted on it, has never told anyone about it, but it was getting to a point where she knew it was wrong, and so she wanted to harm herself over it. Eventually spoke up, and it was, as you said, diagnosed as a genuine condition. And I think that to be caught, anyone that says that it's not a genuine condition, I think is very narrow-minded, because we've got a history of evolution so great now that literally nothing is impossible.
I fully believe they're telling the truth.
And
I think about jumping off bridges when I cross them.
I think about driving over roundabouts at 60 miles an hour and not looking. If you haven't acted on it, it's very difficult to. And if you're openly saying you know it's wrong and you're trying to discuss it to educate or to talk to other people, I think that there's almost some nobility in that kind of.
Yeah,
however,
I rate it. It's brave to come forward with that.
Very. And I know that they're wanting to make a difference themselves, or they know it's wrong, because otherwise you wouldn't tell anyone about it. You just wouldn't.
Why would you?
However, take some responsibility until you are, which I don't know if you can be fixed or cured or treated for these sorts. Until that happens, you take yourself out of that firing line.
You don't be a teacher.
No.
I think that's fairly. I think it's the thing that makes me feel a little bit queasy about it is the people knowingly have these thoughts and then choose a profession to be around children.
Right, because there's no smoke without fire.
That makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yes. And if those intrusive thoughts came afterwards, your first move is to seek a new career.
It leads on to a bit of a broader topic, but I think it's very relevant. Not everybody has the right to do everything. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people think that I shouldn't be denied a right just because of something that I was born with. Unfortunately, that is the case. There's things that I would have loved to do, but I couldn't do it physically. So not everybody should be able to do everything. Rosie Jones, the comedian, she's not funny. Nobody finds her funny. Nobody finds her funny brand. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with her, but she's not funny and you can't understand her. So why do we have her as a presenter on TV? If it's not to show, look how progressive we are.
Yes.
You're doing it falsely. It's disingenuous. When someone like that enters a career, if they don't make people laugh, they shouldn't continue to get opportunities. Not everybody is deserving of every opportunity. There are things that we can't do. When you have this condition, unfortunately, it just means that you cannot be around children.
I'm a little bit more lefty than you, but forget all of that. If someone deserves the opportunity, no matter what race, gender, disability,
Agreed.
they deserve the opportunity, which I know you would agree to. Where the danger comes with putting these tick box exercises and this diversion and inclusivity thing is that you're actually giving false hope. What they're wanting to do is inspire a new generation of people that think that feel that they can go on and do all these things. But actually, you're not, because the average person, if my daughter looked at Eni Aluko and decided, oh, I can be a professional footballer and then I can go into punditry. No, you can't, because that position was filled purely on a tick box exercise, clearly. And so you're not inspiring a new generation. You're actually just falsely advertising potential opportunities at the sake of you looking progressive.
You're making the profession into a joke, first of all. Secondly, you are then telling the people that come from the same backgrounds as these people who have made it that they need to be nannied into a position rather than earn it and be good at it, that they can't be wrong ever because of something that they were born with. You can't be wrong. How could you be wrong?
Yeah.
You're of this race. You can't be bad at football. You're a woman. Like, these aren't facts. It's like, I watch women's football and I watch men's football.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that England game the other night.
Yeah.
Every single one of those players should be under heavy criticism.
Yeah.
Justifiably. If England played women's and they played equally as bad, you could not say a single word on the internet without being called misogynistic. So actually what they're doing is the reverse. You're not making two genders equal. You're making two genders unequal because one is allowed criticism and the other one you can't criticize. Bullshit.
And the other thing that they would do is immediately say England played Japan first and the England women played afterwards and they were both equally as bad and you criticise the women for it. It would immediately come back to, well, the men aren't much better.
Oh, yeah, nonsense.
And it's not a separate entity.
Nonsense. Do you want to go on to Chinese people?
Yeah, I think that's a good time. Don't tell me you're not impressed by that.
I really like that. This is a fever dream, by the way.
We've probably got one more topic in us.
Okay, Chinese. What happened to the Chinese burn?
Yeah.
Nobody Chinese burns anyone anymore.
No one nuggies.
I've got that written down. Nobody nuggies. Do you remember the smiley?
With the lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw anyone do a smiley? Now, I don't suggest you go home and do a smiley because what the hell were we doing? But we went through a phase where nuggies, smileys, and for some reason, Chinese burning people's arms was culturally acceptable. It was a thing.
It was encouraged.
Have you tried nuggieing someone?
I know kids that Chinese burns was their punishment if they were bad. Come here, give me your arm.
Really? Men's a Chinese. Let me twist some skin on your arm for a bit.
When is the last time you saw a child or a teenager take a can of deodorant and a lighter and create a flamethrower?
Yeah, not seen that in a
You
while.
just don't see that.
All they do now is carry knives and put their hoods up on the street.
Weirdos.
Get back to Chinese burning.
More nuggy each other and wedgies.
Because that's a quick one, I think we've got time for one last one. I want you to give me your top 3 favourite letters of the alphabet.
Okay. Number 3 is A.
A's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Universal. It pretty
solid
much goes
letter.
in everything.
Yeah.
You know, you don't think about the alphabet unless you think about A.
I like the capital A. I don't like the small lowercase a.
Yeah, I don't like anyone that draws an A, lowercase a properly and has a line up, a little extension on the up of an A. Wait, for you guys, it'll be like that, and then they flick. I'm a straight bang, bang, me with my A's.
Okay, what else? I think A's a good shout as long as it's a capital.
B, 2. 2 is... I think I'm going to have to go with L. I think I'm going to go with L.
L.
I love a word with an L in it.
Yeah, but we're talking about the letter.
Yeah, but I
You're
love...
putting it in context.
Well, yeah, I just like...
L's dead, mate.
Actually, hold on, let me track back, because L and I on an iPhone drive me mental. When you put ill or I'll into an iPhone,
Oh, yeah.
it does not know the difference. Okay, let's go with T.
You like T?
Yeah, T.
Yeah, T. Solid.
All the best things start with T. Toaster, toast, T-Rex.
Terrorist.
And my and my number one letter, I think it's just because it's so close to home, is B. Start of my name.
Oh, B sucks. I know.
You would say that when I've got A in there.
I don't like B. B feels too bouncy.
C's crap. D crap.
Let's go through them. A solid. B,
I like B, but
I don't like B.
All right.
It's too bouncy. C, crap.
shit.
Yeah. Too harsh. C's a bit harsh. I don't like it.
And it's also the same up and down. Uppercase, lowercase.
Oh yeah. D,
I wouldn't. It's not. It doesn't thrill me.
no. E,
I like the capital E.
I like the lowercase e.
I was going to say something then, but I don't think it's right. No, it's not. It's numbers. Shit.
F. I don't think I've got any problem with F. I actually quite like F. It feels soft.
Yeah. Don't. It's not. Let's just skip G. G is.
You don't like G?
G's a ponce, mate.
I don't like
It's
G
fancy
because it can
both
be
ways.
It can be J or it can be G. I don't like that about G.
Yeah. H, mate.
H.
H is. Yeah, it's a nice capital, symmetrical. Lowercase doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, it's all right.
I don't mind H. I don't like I.
Nah, I's pointless.
I's pointless.
It's not pointless because lowercase there is a point at the top.
It's got
of
2 points.
Yeah. J, are you struggling with the alphabet? Because
Yeah, a little bit. J. J. No, I don't like J. I don't like J.
No, I seem to have a real problem with the on lined paper any letter that goes below the line. I think I've got a problem with any of those.
Yeah, J goes below the line.
Yeah, a lowercase J does.
Yeah. K.
Don't like.
I like K.
Like C. I don't like the fact that you have adjectives for them. It's either a curly K or a kicking K, like a curly cut or a kicking cut. When you're in primary school and they describe the sound phonetically.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Curly cut or kicking cut. I don't like that.
Okay. I don't mind K. M.
L.
Mm-hmm. I don't like L.
I quite liked L, but I will backtrack on it. It doesn't. It's neither here nor there.
Okay.
It's PH7.
I quite like M.
M's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, M's
N.
great.
N's very firm. I quite like N.
I think
Solid.
M, when you're spelling something out to someone, M is far easier to say than N. N's really hard.
N does take a lot of effort.
Because there's no, like when you're saying something and you go M, you know it straight away.
N.
When you go N, it still could be anything.
Yeah. O. I think O's solid.
O's actually perfect.
Yeah, I love O because O is simple and it is in some of the best words that we know. Octopus.
Ozone. Orangutan.
Did you say ozone?
Yeah, because there's two. Onomatopoeia.
Orange,
one of my favourite
the
words.
best colour. One of the best colours. Yeah.
P.
I'm still thinking of letters.
P's got too many negative words attached to it. And P,
I love P.
just the word. If you could say, don't want to get into it, you could say P, and it could mean piss. It could mean pedophile. It could mean a racial slur that people use all the time. Like there's a lot of negative things straight away that if you say P, that it wouldn't go to something positive before negative.
But the word positive begins with P.
Hilarious.
Q.
No, goes below the line. And it's got a stupid flick at the end.
I don't
It's
like the way it
lowercase.
looks, no.
Oh, God, it makes me ill.
R.
Careful. Maybe I need to be careful. R. Hard R. R's all right. I mean it in that context.
Racism.
No, yeah, ours are as the letter
Religion.
goes. I like the
Repulsive.
I like the capital R. Don't like the lowercase r.
Reminiscent. S?
Well done. S is too slithery. It's too. It's
I like
too
it.
much.
It's very snaky. T? You like
Yeah,
T?
I like T. Yeah.
You?
You what?
I like you.
You any
basic.
vowels? Any vowels apart from I? I'm
V?
into. V. Yeah, V. I like.
Is a letter that I've got a real problem with. W.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
It's not a W. It's a double V.
Yeah,
It's double V. That's what they call it.
it's not. There's no U involved, and I actually do my W's as W's, and I think that started mentally when I was annoyed that it wasn't a W, that I had to make it in there so I wasn't pissed off at what I was writing.
X. I like X.
Yeah, symmetrical, mathematical.
Means so many things.
Yeah.
Got so many connotations to it.
Yeah.
Y.
no,
No.
no,
Not a fan of Y.
Not twice.
Really?
Yeah, not twice.
Yellow.
Too low. It's that thing below the line on line paper. We done you.
And then it begins with Y though. That's annoying. Okay, Y's out. U, as in you, should begin with U.
It should just be you, like in text form.
Yeah.
I'll take a Z. Everything cool's with Z.
Z, a lot of cool things coming.
What's the first thing that comes to your head when I say Z?
Obviously zebra.
Oh, see, mine's Zorro. Like the mask.
No,
Edit
zebra.
That in. Edit that in.
Stop asking me to do fancy edits. I'm not capable of this. And then, yeah, I think we've got one more topic, but I think we've got to move on.
Well, we're 40 minutes.
Okay, to finish it off, what one symbol could you do that everybody on Earth would understand?
You
could do one thing.
Does it have to be with hands?
Could be anything you do. One thing that is the most universal thing that everyone on Earth would understand if you did it.
I think a wave.
That's a great shout. I've heard shouts of this.
There's got to be somewhere
I've
where
heard
that's
shouts
offensive.
of that.
That's got to be offensive. Those and that could be offensive.
What about this?
That.
What about this?
Me. Yeah.
Everybody would know that. If you came across an uncontacted tribe in the Amazon and you went like this, they would go...
Yeah. What about that?
I don't think the uncontacted tribes would know that.
Uncontacted tribes. They're really interesting because they have no idea.
But if you went like this...
Yeah. Me, Tarzan, you, Jane.
They would, they would understand that, right?
Yeah.
I think that is the most universal thing that you can do for human beings.
I was trying to think of an animal that's ever present. I was going to do like a gorilla beating its chest or something, but there will be places that
could be misinterpreted.
Calm down. It could be slow down.
I think this waving.
Do you think people would get that if you were to put something to your mouth as if you were eating something? Or
yes, but that symbol can also mean talk. I think in like sign language and stuff.
Just thinking of someone that's deaf and you're just going.
I think this episode should end just in the middle of a sentence.
I am so tired I could fall asleep mid-sent. Love you.